Hello everybody and welcome back to another exciting episode of MugAndPlay. I'm Nick. Today we're playing more Cosplay Convention Crisis, a game that is a visual novel that takes place at a convention, from what I can assume. We're still on the bus there. Anyway, last time we were hanging out with Amanda and Makoto. I asked Makoto maybe sit somewhere else, because Amanda and Makoto ain't friends. Anyway, Amanda was asking us if we remembered our first con together. Was that Diamond City Comic Con? I feel like I've vended that con, because you could probably just make up the name of a convention and I'd probably be like, yeah, I probably vended that show. You been to Waffle City Comic Con? Yeah, sure, fucking hated it. Scratch my head. It had to be, right? That was the first time we went without any of our parents. I'm talking earlier, when my dad took Xavier and us in one of his old Star Travel conventions. Star Travel? Okay. Yeah, kinda. It was a while ago. You sure you want to talk about this? I looked around nervously. This wasn't a topic we normally touched. Amanda hadn't even so much as mentioned her father's existence in more than a year. It was the taboo of taboos for her. You know, I don't really care about Star Travel that much, but even back then, seeing all those people having fun in costume, it was incredible. Yeah, it's pretty fun. You get to see a bunch of people just getting to cut loose and be themselves, ironically, while dressed up as someone else. They could be whoever they wanted to be. They could be themselves, or maybe they could be someone else entirely. They could be anything. Isn't that incredible? It is. It's pretty cool. She's got a good outlook on it. Yeah, it's freaking magic. Sorry, freaking magic. Any further discussions on the matter were stamped out by a cheer running down the length of the bus. I think we're here. Oh, hey. The convention center's faux African aesthetic and general Serengeti theme were visible in the decorations that lined the jungle parking lot. Where does this take place, at a Kalahari? Is this based off Colossal Con, which I have vended? In truth, the convention center was more of a hotel than anything, a kitschy resort for families to bring their kids to, but the fact that it was attached to a sprawling convention building made it an ideal site for a con of this size. Or it's Daisho Con at the Kalahari in the Wisconsin Dells in Wisconsin, which I have also vended. Been to both Kalaharis. Maybe there's more, I don't know. You're in room 302, right? As Amanda asked that, there was a ruffled sound up front. I tried to peek over to see what it was, but I couldn't find anything. I think so. Let me just grab my badge. I reached into my bag to grab my entrance pass. It also had my room key and... Where did I put you? Amanda looked on, somewhere between amusement and horror. No, 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 no! The thought of losing my keycard twice in a row was too much to bear. I never heard the end of it. Then I had an idea. I reached into my back pocket. Here it is! Yeah, 302. Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack. That is a real fear that you get to a convention and it's like, oh shit, I can't find my badge, or I can't find my room key, or even worse, I can't find my wallet. All terrifying. Well, anyway, I'm in 304, so just a few doors down. When you're ready to go, come over so we can decide what to do during the different time slots. Yeah, sounds like a plan to me. The bus rolled to a stop in front of the hotel portion of the building. Students began filing off the bus, eager to get on with it. Ready? She rose from her seat and extended a hand to me. I used it to pull myself up. Oh yeah, this is the vacation I have deserved all year. Oh, this is totally based off the aesthetic of the Kalahari resorts. This is, like, right on the money, right down to the oversized picture, framed picture of a gorilla. The first thing I did after getting to the convention center was go to my room. I was sharing it with two other people who had never met before but were in comic club with me. Neither of my roommates had shown up yet. Naturally, I used this golden opportunity to claim one of the beds for myself and begin unpacking. Thursday was normally a short day, but I did have cosplay planned. It's true, Thursday is your prep day. That's when artists are setting up their artist alley tables, vendors are setting up their vendor booths, panel rooms are getting set up, people are finishing up their cosplays. Oh, I've seen people lug sewing machines into hotel rooms. As I got into my suit, my eyes were drawn to a unique feature of the room. Is it the framed picture? Is that a portrait of a gorilla? Why is that even here? Because it's a Kalahari resort. They got all sorts of goofy shit like that everywhere. The gorilla portrait had eyes that followed you around the room like those old Uncle Sam posters. They stared down at my undressed body. Ominously. I wouldn't want to be naked in front of that picture either, just to be safe. This hotel was totally weird. Why was this thing even here? I tried to throw on my outfit in a hurry. Amanda was still waiting for me in room 304 after all, but before I could even leave, there was a knock on the door. Hello? Got tired of waiting. Someone was being a girl about getting dressed. Yeah, sorry about how long it took. I was in a staring contest with a gorilla. She's like, you feeling alright? But it's cool. I got a cool Green Lantern-inspired costume. It's pretty rad. What? I pointed out the strangely ominous gorilla painting for her. Amanda just seemed to find my reaction kind of funny. I've seen some weirder shit than that. Nothing phases me anymore, I guess. Having gone to so many conventions over the course of my life, same. Hard same. Gorilla painting barely scratches the surface of what the fuckery. We go and panels are already starting. Amanda was already off running towards the hallway before I could agree. I grabbed my backpack and my key card before following her. Did you remember your badge? Amanda paused in the hallway, only a few yards from the hall where the panels were concentrated. Again, all of this aesthetic is totally the Kalahari Resort. Go look it up, after this video, of course. Hey, one more thing about what happened on the bus, just real quick. Well, that sounded serious. I paused to hear her out. What's up? I don't trust Makoto. You were doing such a bad job of showing it back on the bus. I don't mean I don't like her. That's fucking obvious. No, I mean I think she's lying to you about something. Every word out of her mouth is some kind of manipulation. I'd keep my distance if I were you. Lies? Why do you think that? To be honest, I don't know. She just gives me the creeps. Hell, I felt that way even before the bathroom incident. I paused, unsure of how to respond. Amanda's one of the people I trust most. If she really didn't trust someone, I should take it seriously. Still, she really was taking this grudge of hers against Makoto way too far. Amanda looked down. Then she nodded. I agree with what I said. If you say so, I just don't want to deal with your whiny ass when she reveals she's crazy. I'm pretty sure she's already revealed she's crazy, among other things that she has revealed to us. Afterwards, Amanda went back to ranting about what particular panel she wanted to go to. It was as if that interlude had never happened. In a fact that would surprise no one, she rejected outright any of my suggestions from an anime-based panel without even the slightest bit of consideration. Oh, I see. She's more of a comic person and Makoto's a weeb. I gotcha. Alright, so it's not quite lunchtime yet. That means we have time to go to either the panels on the marvelous movie adaptations or the interview with the creator of Bane. What do you think? Do they have any guests at the marvelous movie one? Nah, it was fan-submitted. So, tiny projector, PowerPoint presentation, probably a guy who sucks at public speaking. Amanda shrugged. They could know something about comic book movies, though. You never know, right? Plus, not necessarily a guy. The con floor was already packed with activity. Much of it was in front of the registration desk, where a line of people out the door were waiting to buy badges. This is why buying badges ahead of time is smart. If you're interested in going to conventions, take note. Always elect for badge pickup at the show, though. Don't have it mailed to you because it can get lost in the mail. And if you do badge pickup, it's usually a shorter line and you know it's going to be there. Bring a receipt, though. 1 second, someone's calling me. Oh, god damn it, it's work. What do they want? I raised an eyebrow. Since when did Amanda have a job? If you're going to cosplay and you're going to do it well, you're gonna need money. You're gonna need a job. There's no getting around it. Today? You can't be serious. You guys can handle this without me. This is my off weekend. I told you guys way in advance. Yeah, I know it's important, but time away is important too. Do you know how much stress you caused me? She took her phone off her ear for a second and leaned back towards me. Can you go ahead? We can just meet each other in the food court at lunch. Are you sure? Positive. There's no way they're talking me into coming into work on the Conton weekend. No way in hell, but I need to take this right now. Just say you're out of town. Just be like, hey, I'm 38 hours away. I can't be there. Alright, you have my number, I suppose. Alright. I wandered around the hallway, looking for something to do. Now that Amanda wasn't here, I could consider going to one of the anime panels, but I kept on losing my train of thought. That had been her work calling, right? Amanda had relatively frequent absences and cancellations from social activities, at least over the past 2 years or so, but I didn't recall her once mentioning any kind of job. Wait, over the course of 2 years, she was dropping social engagements and you never once were like, hey, is everything alright? Jacob Kirby, you need to be a better friend. I would have to ask her about that at some point. In the back of my mind, I considered the possibility that I might run into Makoto. If I did, what would happen when it was time to meet up with Amanda for lunch? The incident on the bus wasn't to be repeated. I decided to just go outside for an hour, watch some of the people roll into the con. I might even see a cool cosplay or two. That is a good thing to do, just go people watch. That's what I do sometimes. It was nice out. The grass field in front of the entrance made an excellent place to rest in. I wandered idly by when the Crash Brothers tournament was going to be. Crash Brothers, there you go. I needed to sign up for that. All my normal worries were about to be superseded quite soon. I barely noticed at first. A group of 3 sci-fi cosplayers, 1 blue girl and 2 dressed like robots, were walking across the grass holding up some kind of fake scanning device. This appears to be the location specified on the locator, Your Royal Highness. I'm just guessing that was one of the robot voices. I just closed my eyes and tried to ignore them. What show are they supposed to be from anyway? I don't know. If we're talking parody shows, Professor Whom? Is this where the strongest signal was coming from? Negative. We lost that signal, Your Royal Highness. We believe some kind of cloaking technology is the cause. Oh, and they were role-playing their characters. Wonderful. They saw me trying to sleep here, right? What are you, sleeping in the grass, Jacob Kirby? In cosplay? What the hell's the matter with you? And we believe that signals were associated with this culprit, correct? Affirmative. Very well, then I will speak to the planetary resident who's giving off the weaker signal. I can obtain more information from her. That was the moment I awoke to someone screeching in my face. Hello, Earth resident, you're alive, yes? My eyes shot open. The woman in the blue alien costume was standing right above me. They surrounded me. I had one of the robot cosplayers flanking me on either side. Oh, hello, friend. Excuse me? Can I help you? Oh, excellent. I didn't think you were dead, but I didn't know if Earth residents slept, so I had concerns. What is she exactly? She? What? Why is this woman calling me a she? Someone was fucking with me. Someone must have been fucking with me. Our records indicate that this creature is a human. But where are her breasts? Do humans not have breasts? Hey, you leave my precious rare miniatures out of this, lady. You know, I don't need to sit here and be objectified by you, whatever planet you're from. Jeez. I'm a he. I'm a guy. I narrowed my eyes. The reports indicate that the human species possess a gender besides female. They are still in the process of evolving the Y chromosome out of their genetic makeup. Hey, listen. I understand that men have been fucking things up since the earliest recordings of fuck-uppery. But I'm sticking around for a while. Jeez. So this is a male human? Then that's why there aren't any breasts? Leave them out of this. They're small, you'll hurt their feelings. That is correct, Your Royal Highness. That is so interesting. The girl in the blue body paint practically shook with excitement as she said it. Jesus, she was method acting hard. I was getting pretty tired of this shit already. People like to be in costume and in character. Can you tell me what's going on now? Certainly. My name is Thalia, and I am the Princess and Justikar of Avia. I've come to take you into custody with the intent of extracting information related to a high crime against the people of Avia. It wasn't me. Custody, huh? You guys are really cute with your character acting, but would you mind doing it with someone else? This isn't funny. Now you're just being a spoil sport, Jacob Kirby. I tried to push my way past them, only for one of the robot cosplayers to suddenly grab my wrist. Before I realized what's happened, my wrists are restrained behind my back by something cold and metal. Hey, what are you doing? Haha, my gynoids weren't going to let you escape that easily. Come now, we must transport you back to the holding cells. This has officially stopped being funny. Get me out of these things right the fuck now. I turned around in time to see one of the robot cosplayers open up. There wasn't a cosplayer inside. Well, that wasn't normal. Wow, like a full-on robot? Interesting. It looked like it had some internal sensor or something that was scanning me with. It made a strange beeping noise. That sure didn't look like something that a cosplayer could make. This was the first time I seriously entertained the notion that these weirdos might actually be aliens. I mean, I'm pretty sure there has been a movie about an actual alien being at a convention. It's called Paul, and it stars Seth Rogen and Simon Pegg. It's... Or Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, and Seth Rogen as the alien. Look, I swear I have no idea what's going on. Can we please take a second to talk this out? Maybe remove whatever you put on my wrists? I cannot do this, Earthmale. The crimes I am investigating are amongst the most heinous in the history of my planet. You must be brought back for questions. I wiggled my hands. No luck. These weren't a pair of cheap handcuffs like you get in a novelty shop in a mall. I wouldn't be able to escape from these without at least bolt cutters or a blowtorch. Well, Jacob Kirby, maybe you should have packed those in your cosplay suitcase. You know who would have thought of that? Bobson Dugnut. Do not struggle so much. I'm not trying to harm you, but my gynoid's restraining cuffs are designed to make escape attempts quite painful. Please relax. I do not intend to harm you unless it becomes needed. That distinctly sounded like a threat. Despite my misgivings, I stopped struggling against the cuffs. Your Royal Highness, our scans have picked up a new signal with the same trace signature as the original signal inside of the building. Inside the building? Is the cloaking device they were using down? Likely not. It suggests that the cloaking device was simply not powerful enough to hide the signal from a close radius scan. So then, we can find her, yes? Indeed. Excelsior! Thalia made a strange celebratory clicking sound. By this point, I was so confused I couldn't even process it. It was just one more mental indignity on top of the string of them that had been in the last few minutes. We must move immediately. The dastardly thief shall not escape me again. Wait, what about me? She's like, what about you? What about one of us would need to leave you behind to escort the human male back to the ship, Your Royal Highness. My name is Jacob. Stop calling me the human male. To escort Jacob back to the ship. Thalia scratched her head. Can we just escort this Jacob with us into the building? Yes, however, there is a risk that Jacob's accomplice might free him. I rolled my eyes. I don't have an accomplice. I wasn't involved in anything. This is bullshit. Yeah, you tell him. Thalia paused. I paused too. A moment of silence passed between us before she arrived at an answer. Let us take her with us then. It is quite likely she can at least aid us as a guide inside of the building. Again, I'm a dude, bro. Respect people's pronouns. Alien meanie. Before I could protest, one of the gynoids reached down and dragged me to my feet. She picked me up in the air easily with a single hand. Okay, that also didn't seem like something a normal cosplayer could do. Onward, my friend! Justice demands it! The longer I was forced to walk with the bizarro trio, the more my fear and confusion turned back to annoyance. Thalia was basically a 4-year-old. She would react to everything she saw by getting wide-eyed and pointing to it. The worst part, though, was that I couldn't escape. Every time I tried to move more than a few feet in any direction, one of the gynoids would pull me back. No one stopped to help me. To them, it must look like part of some cosplay. Thalia pointed to a man and woman dressed as Joker and Harley Quinn. Why are so many of the Earth creatures... humans? Why are all of these Earth humans wearing such varied apparel? Is this what you wear while doing traditional or spiritual activities? Oh, I mean, sure. I guess conventions are traditional spiritual activities to some people. But we'll just have to discuss that more next time on Mug and Play. Thank you for hanging out with me. Oh, real quick before I do the fade into it. So I just want to point out that I do see Monica in the background back there. Just Monica. Nice touch. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you want to hang out with me some more, you can check out my Twitch over at twitch.tv/MugAndPlay, where I play games live. Usually a lot of Pokemon and some Stardew Valley, but I'm going to start doing art more and more often because commissions are going to be opening up soon. So if you ever wanted something drawn in my style, then holler at your boy. But thank you so much. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.